Good day YouTube, and welcome back to the 11-meter DX channel. So this is part 2 of the tilt mast construction installation, and as mentioned in the previous video, the testing of the 7-element tri-band Yagi, which is now on the 6-meter long mast. And there she blows again, Captain. The reflector element on the back end from tip to tip is 10.5 meters long, so it was quite a job to get that up in the air without bending any elements, but we got there in the end. So tilt mast setup, it's not totally finished yet, but we're getting there. So that's a ratchet winch, rated to £2,000. Fortunately it won't have to pull that amount of weight, and we've got the box installed on the side there with the lightning arrestor crossover. There you go, that's the beam. It is quite a short boom length. The boom is I think 4.2 meters long, but some of the elements are very long, particularly element number 3 and element number 7. So this antenna, probably not be able to see it on the camera, it has 3 driven elements, which are element number 2, number 3 and number 4. Then 2 directors and the big long reflector on the back, and obviously element number 1 is a director as well. So had some surprising results using this antenna yesterday, testing it out and getting some great radio reports from all over the 4-3 division, Australia, into Hawaii, and various other islands in the Pacific, New Caledonia, etc. And then later in the day I was getting great reports into Brazil 3 division, and then later on in the evening nice reports from Northern Europe. Even copied Kate there in Canterbury, Needle Bender 01, which was nice. And I was beaming straight over the North Pole and getting into the eastern seaboard of the United States, New York and Boston. Radio reports of 5.7 to 5.9. So really happy about that. So anyway, I'll show you a little bit of information on the antenna. I don't expect you to understand Chinese writing, but that's the model number, Juliet Yankee Romeo separation 322, and that is the ham radio operator there who designed the antenna, Bravo Hotel 7 Juliet Yankee Romeo. And this antenna was purchased on AliExpress. I'll leave a link to the vendor and the product in the description below. Really nice guy to deal with, great comms, full understanding of English. I think he's actually based in Hong Kong rather than China, although that's probably the same thing these days. And yeah, $384 US delivered to the door. So very happy about that. And basically only using 60 watts peak envelope power on upper sideband, and getting amazing radio reports and compliments on the audio. So anyway, I'll go through the bands quickly and show you how the antenna is tuned from the box without actually touching anything. So we'll start off on 20 meters at the start of the phone portion, and we'll just basically do the same as we did on part 1. So there you go, start the phone portion on FM for demonstration. There you go, pretty much a flat SWR. I'll turn the tuner off as well, so this is a true SWR. Right, so we'll move up to the top end of the phone portion. Full power FM. There you go. Barely flickering, not even moving. So that's all the phone portion of 20 meters, pretty much a flat SWR. Okay, 15 meters. Same again, no tuner on. 100 watts, flat SWR. Go up to the top end there of the phone portion on 15 meters. Flat SWR. Okay, 28 meters. 28 meters. 28 megs, 10 meters. Down to the start of the band. There you go. Not a flicker. Right up the top end of the band. $29,970. Not a flicker. So that's 10, 15 and 20 pretty much all dialed in straight out the box. So 27 megahertz. This is, I didn't expect it to be resonant on 11 meters, but here we'll go anyway. So okay, that's halfway through 27 megs. Oh, don't know what's going on there. Hold on. Ah, it's in USB, that's why. Okay, FM, tuner off. There you go. 100 watts, not a flicker. Up to the top end. 27,710. 100 watts, not a flicker. Down to the bottom end. And the SWR starts to come up to just short of 1.5. So pretty good. They call it the tri-bander. I say it's a quad bander. Definitely a quad bander. Totally usable on 11 meters, and was getting absolutely amazing reports from that antenna last night. Bearing in mind it's on a test height at just over 6 meters, probably about 6.5 meters. When everything is put together, still trying to source decent quality rigging for the stairs, so that's proven to be a bit of a problem. But when I acquire that gear, at that point then we'll be sticking the 1.5" galvanized pole on as well, and that will elevate the antenna to around 11 meters off the ground. And in light of the revelation that this is totally resonant on 11 meters, there's no need to put the 4-element monoband up there. So I'll probably just leave the vertical 5/8 wave for omnidirectional cover, and use that for the 7-element Yagi for 10, 11, 15 and 20 meters, and that'll be me quite happy. I don't bother with 40 meters at all. Southeast Asia, it's pretty pointless because you have these stations in Indonesia sitting there pumping out 2 kilowatts and just wiping out the whole band. So pretty boring stuff. So I don't bother with that at all. So there you go. There's just a quick insight into what you can do under with very limited financial resources. anywhere else in the world, you'd probably be paying the best part of $1,000 for an antenna like that. So less than a third of the price delivered to the door, and the construction quality is top notch. Everything is labelled and marked. You cannot mess it up when you put it together on lining up the elements. Everything is marked up, and as long as you're not blind as a bat, then you'll be fine. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video. I will come back with a part 3 when I've got the extension on the mast and everything's bolted down, and got the old Loctite on the everything, and the amalgamating tape and all the rest of it, and it's all made watertight. And then we'll take one final look at it. And I'm pretty much guessing, even though the SWR is pretty much flat everywhere, in the little spots where it is around 1.2, 1.3, that extra elevation will probably sort that out as well. So far so good. The antenna comes highly recommended. Just bear in mind that the turning circle on it is huge. The reflector on the back from tip to tip is 10.5 meters, so just be aware of that. Okay, YouTube land, thanks for watching, and I'll come back with a part 3 soon. Best wishes, 73s, enjoy your radio, 153 Alpha Tango 888 clear. Bye for now.